Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Welcome to Disgruntled, the podcast where we process the minor inconveniences that feel like personal attacks.
Traffic, conference calls, group texts, no one's safe.
We're not here to fix anything. We're here to vent, to spiral, and to laugh instead of scream.
Basically, it's therapy, but with less crying and more yelling into the void.
And just so we don't get fired, the views expressed in the podcast are ours and ours alone. They do not reflect the opinions of our employers, past, present, or future.
Or yours, or anyone's really.
We're not really professionals. We're just professionally done with everything.
Call us today, cry for help, but make it funny at 479-222-1251.
Or you can find us at disgruntlednetwork.org and submit your unfortunate ramblings via form.
And visit the link in the bio for more details.
Anyway, so we're your host of Disgruntled. I'm Bailey Bolin.
I'm Jillian Johnson.
And let's get into the episode.
Hey, Bailey.
How are you?
That feels like a loaded question.
Yeah.
Well, I've spent most of the day trying to keep the swamp out of my ass.
Oh my god, dude. It's so freaking hot.
I was literally in a work meeting today and I got a notification on my watch and it said, it's 116 right now. And I said, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
They keep saying, hell is a place you go to after you pass. And I feel, we have got to have crossed over into something because it's already here. It's
Right.
already here.
Right.
We're actively living in it.
28 summers in this. I'm pretty sure I'm already ready for hell.
Yeah, it can't be any hotter than this. I'm already there.
That's funny. Yeah. Yeah.
My heart goes out, and I can't even say too much because I work indoors, so I need to take a moment and say thank you to all of those people who are outside working. I don't know how to send my love and appreciation, but you do, you boo-boo. You are pushing through the hardest of times, and my sympathy and my liquid IV goes out to you because I know you've got to be going through it right now.
Yeah, because here's the thing about me, guys. Fair weather friend. Very much a fair weather friend. Yeah. So I can't do the whole super, super hot, super, super cold, and everything in between and beyond. And so same with Jill. I work in an office. Thankful for that. But yeah, it's so freaking hot.
Yes, it is. Oh God.
And like it's the kind of hot that like you feel like you have been licked as soon as you get into like a place that has air conditioning or cool. It feels like you've just been licked. And I don't know about you, but I'm not a big fan of that.
No, absolutely not. And besides the heat, I think I've spent most of this week trying to find ways to respectfully be disrespectful.
I love it. Oh, hold on. I need to write that down. Damn. Hold on.
Oh.
That's the title of this week's episode. Respectfully disrespectful.
Oh, I love it when I do that for us. It makes me feel so proud. Oh, because the amount of emails that I've had to, I just write and then I go and I sit back and I read and I go, oh, no. Okay, no, don't. You can't call someone a bitch in an email, Jillian. Delete. How do I respectfully say I don't have time for your bullshit? Oh, yeah, okay. And da-da-da-da-da-da. And so that's been a lot to take in this week. So trying to navigate that. And and still, because you have to learn. I feel like it's part of corporate life and part of adult life where, you can't say the things you want to say. So you have to, again, because I love it so much, you have to respectfully be disrespectful. And
Yes.
so been doing that a lot.
And it's a lot harder than you think.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
It's a talent. It's a muscle that has to be trained.
And it takes everything in you. Everything to not say what you want to say and say what lets you keep your benefits. You know what I mean? So been digging real deep on that one. My mother called me. Well, I went over to her house yesterday and cooked dinner, and because I'll say, unless I'm just going to rant about a lot of things. And if Jillian doesn't cook what she's going to eat, Jillian doesn't eat. So, no, if Jillian doesn't cook what she's going to eat, she doesn't eat. So, no matter whether I'm at my house or at my mother's house, my mother has a full set of groceries at her house, not for her to cook, but for me to cook. So, if I don't cook at my house, I cook at my mom's house. So, I cooked us dinner last night, and we were sitting there watching a show, and my mother has the most unparamount amount of ADD that's ever been in a person. And so she was there. She was like, Jillian, look at my apartment. I was like, yeah, I know. It's spotless. She's like, yeah, I've done everything. I've organized everything. I've cleaned out everything. Everything's put up. All my dishes are done. My laundry's done. My bed's made. Place has been vacuumed. It's been dusted. I don't have anything left. What am I going to do tomorrow? And I was like, I have an idea. You want to come over to my house? I got a whole. So my mother got up this morning, and because she was so bored, she came over and cleaned my house today. So shout out to Elisa Johnson, because
I mean, I have a house she can come to anytime, and she has a key.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm always available. And actually, this week I'll be here. So if she really wants something to do, go ahead and pop in that Honda and drive on down here.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, trust me, I've got there's things to be done. I can think of you some things to do, because she is just at the point where she's gotten a lot of her errands and stuff out of the way and a lot of the things cleared out. And she is one of those people that cannot just sit at home and do nothing. She can't.
No.
It's not in her. She might have one
unless
day
she wants
TV.
to.
Yeah.
Right. Unless she wants to, because when she wants to, she won't move.
But it'll be just one day, and you better count your lucky stars that it might have aligned to the same day that you wanted to do nothing, because most of the time it doesn't.
Right.
And on top of so I called her this morning because I knew she was going to come over, and I said, Mom, I need you to do me a favor. And she said, what? And I said, I need you to come and get Liam and take him to urgent care, because I can't. Yeah.
I have a lot of questions.
And I phrased it that way so that you would. So you're like, Jillian, why did Liam need to go to urgent care? Well, that's a great question. So yesterday, Liam went to go. So I had done laundry, but I did not have the energy left to put any of it up. So I just folded it, put it in a hamper. And so Liam was going to go get a shirt out of the hamper, and he bent down to pick up the shirt out of the hamper and broke himself. Completely broke himself. Because if you did not know, apparently bending over at the approaching age of 30 can be dangerous. Don't get out. So he calls me
You're not
yesterday.
wrong.
Yeah. He calls me yesterday around lunch and goes, I've done something to my back. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, I went to pick up a shirt out of the hamper, and I stood back up, and it's just not right. I said, what do you mean? He said, I have the most intense back pain I've ever had in my entire life. And I was like, oh my God. Okay. So he gets home and he's still in agony, playing Fortnite on the recliner. And so I wake, because he was playing Fortnite in the bedroom and I didn't want to be around him because I cannot deal with, and I'll be the first to admit, I am not very compassionate towards the sickness of others, and I don't, that says a lot about me as a person, I guess, because I just don't have any sympathy, because like I have gone to work with like pain so bad I should have been in the ER, but you know, like I still went to work. So like I just don't have the ability to be compassionate and understanding to the fullest degree when it comes to physical pain, because I've been there, done that, and still did what was required of me. So I literally I don't have any sympathy, and this happened last time. Liam
I'd
got
like
hurt.
to pop in right there. I'd like to interject right there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I don't think that is uncommon in a relationship. I truly don't. I don't think that's uncommon, because the quickest way to piss me off is to see Jimmy G crying. It makes me irate. And I know that's something that I need to work on internally. Yeah. I understand that. I know that. But my thing is, there's so many times that I have wanted to sit and just cry about things that didn't go my way, or because I didn't feel well or anything like that. And I didn't get that. I didn't get that reciprocated to me. And so when I see you crying about something that you can easily fix, easily change, easily do something about, infuriates me. And so I don't think that's uncommon. I truly don't. I do not think that's uncommon amongst somebody in a relationship. Because the thing is, Jill, with someone else who is hurting or in pain or has an ailment or something like that, you are empathetic.
Yeah.
So
I just don't have it in me. Literally, I think the last time Liam got sick, I literally called his mother. And I think we talked about this. I called his mother.
Yeah.
And said, you got to come get him. I can't do it. I can't.
Right.
I don't have it in me. So I was at my mom's apartment last night, and Liam called me. He's like, my back is still killing me. And he said, Robo got stung by a yellow jacket, and like, everybody's wondering where you are. I was like, what do you mean? Like, you gotta come home.
Mind you, all adults. Every single one of them, adult. Male. Yes. They're adults. Males.
And they were like, where are you? And I was like, I'm at my mom's apartment. And they're like, we need you to come home. We don't know where any of the medicine is. I don't know what to do. I was like, what do you mean? You just get a Benadryl out of the cabinet.
Oh my God.
So
it's not a life-threatening problem.
No. So then I had to go home and get Liam some muscle relaxers and give Robo some Benadryl and some cream and come home and be doctor. And so I slept on the couch last night to get some space. And I woke up this morning and Liam was still in bed. And I said, oh, he thinks he's going to get to get home. Yeah. You think you're going to get to stay home all day and not be irritated? So that's why I made sure that my mom came over and cleaned all day. That way he could not have a peaceful day's sleep, and told her to take him to the doctor. So he didn't get to stay in bed till 4 p.m. today. So
props to you on that one.
He is now looking at me through the doorway because he realized that I had a master plan and it worked.
Listen, it's not your fault. You're playing chess and he's playing Connect 4.
Yes. Yeah, I'm always playing chess. And always winning. Well, it turns out he had a muscle spasm, pinched nerve, and a sprained back from picking up a shirt in a hamper. Yeah. Yeah. And got a
That'll
note to
do it
be
every
off.
time.
Got a note to be off till Friday.
Damn!
I know! I know! Like, I wasn't pissed off enough. So I don't know who I'm going to call him to annoy him tomorrow, but I'm going to go through my Rolodex and find something.
Right.
But yeah, that's been my
funny.
week. Taking care of grown men. That's been my week. How about you, Bailey? How are you doing?
I'm good.
That was not convincing, but okay.
No, I'm good. Very interesting. Well, let's start with Saturday. So let's start with Friday. Right? Hold on. Yeah, Friday. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, let's start with Friday. Came home. It was fine. And then Jimmy and I were sitting there eating dinner, and he's like, "Hey, Mom and Dad's coming down tomorrow. Did I tell you that?" And I said, "No."
No, did not.
You never do. Never do. I said, "So what are we doing?" And he was like, "Well, we're going to go car shopping for them." I said, "Okay. Okay." And so we went to Fort Smith and spent about I don't know, 2-3 hours. 2-3, maybe 4 hours looking at cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she wanted a car just like Jimmy's, a Santa Fe.
Oh.
Different color. And here's something about me, guys. A lot of people make the wrong assumption that I am an open book, right?
Mm-hmm.
They make that wrong assumption naturally. Just because I have a podcast, just because I have told my inner worst demons over here to you, doesn't mean that I've told everything. Just like how every episode we say there's things that we can't talk about when we're recording. Not everybody knows everything that's going on in my mind, right? And so one rule I discussed with little Jimmy G at the beginning of our marriage was I am extremely independent. Establish that. Financially, our business is our business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. So he proceeds to tell them what interest rate we have on our Santa Fe, right?
Mm.
And then tells them about the payment and stuff. And I'm like, okay, don't want to do that. And so they were like, okay, yeah, we aren't going to go here. And Jimmy's like, well, let's go up north and look somewhere else, right? In Fayetteville. I was like, okay. And they're like, oh, well, you probably don't want to do that because you just got, like, this is your day off. And they're like, you do this every day. And I was like, yeah, I do. I was like, but no, I don't care. I mean, I don't care. As long as I'm not driving, I don't give a damn. I'll ride. And so we went. But in between, we went to lunch. And at lunch, they were like, well, we thought about making it to where if they make a deal with us, they give you a deal as well to where we can lower your interest rate, get a different payment, all these kinds of things. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I was like, I don't know, we'll have to think about it. I'm not quite sure. And then they were coming here we were going to drop our car off and ride with them. And I told Jimmy, I was like, listen, I just don't feel comfortable with that. I was like, I don't want them knowing my credit score. I don't want to know their credit score. income, like all those kinds of things. I just don't want to do that. It blurs the lines. It makes things muddy. And I don't want that to happen. Right.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, he's like, I get it. And so we pile in the car or whatever. And we were there until about 8:30.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. So,
Oh.
yeah, that happened. And like, they landed on one that they wanted. And it is kind of the same as ours, but there's a silver, but it's the exact same model. Like, it's the exact same car, basically.
Mm.
And so,
Same trim package.
yeah. And then the guy comes over and says, well, this is what we could do on yours, and hands it to Jimmy. And I took that paper real quick and I said, no, not worth it. Not worth the time. And so Jimmy's like, yeah, you know. But here's the thing about my Jimmy G. He wants to be in the middle of everybody's business, right? Yep. Everyone's business. And so what was taking so long, it took him a long time to sign and finance because they're supposed to have 3. They were down to 2, and the other one was they were busy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they finally come out, and the guy was like talking to his mom and dad and was like, hey, can y'all come in here? We'll go ahead and talk about like your credit score and like your payments and all that kind of stuff, right? So they get up, and then Jimmy gets up, and I said, I said, sit down. That has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you.
Yep.
And he's like, well, they might want my opinion. I said, and if they do, they can come out and get it. I said, there's nothing in that conversation to do with you. We're not making that payment. They don't make ours. No, you do not need to be in that room. That is not your deal.
Yep. I agree.
And he's like, well, he's like, well, they just, you know, they value my opinion. I said, I understand that. And I said, but if they want it, they know that they can get it, right? It doesn't mean that you have to be sitting there in the middle of everybody's business. I said, I'm not down with that. I'm not cool with that. That's not cool.
Mm-hmm.
And he sat over there and sulked. Of course he did. And then it took a while, but she did end up getting a car, and it's very, very nice. And I know she loves it and all that kind of stuff. And I do not mind spending my day with them at all. I had a good time. I have a sunburn. But I also know as an adult and as a human of if I want to go inside, I can go inside. I'm not buying a car.
Yeah. Correct.
Like, I'm not looking at anything.
Mm-mm.
And you know, it's funny because him and his dad are very opinionated, extremely opinionated. And so they would be like, well, get this one, do that one, don't do that. And I said, why don't you let her pick out her car?
Amen.
I said, what's it matter? I said, why don't y'all let her pick out the car that she wants? Because she's the one paying the payment.
Ain't gonna be in the one driving it every day.
Right. Oh my God. I don't know. So that happened, whatever. But, I am working from home this week.
Hey, love that.
I am. It is also my birthday week.
Yes.
And my boss, he was like, because I had some PTO scheduled and I'm canceling it because I'm swamped, super swamped, and the goalpost keeps moving.
Ain't that always?
But he's on vacation this week too, and so him and I had a second to chit chat, and he was like, "I want you to take a day, at least one day, off next week." And I said, "Okay, we'll see." And I said, "But can I strike a deal with you?" He's like, "What?" I said, "Can I work from home?" And he said, Yeah, I won't be here. I said, Thank you. And so that has really rejuvenated me and my lust for life.
Amen.
So,
You're gonna be 29. Oldie.
Yeah, old, depleted, defeated. That's the main one. But yeah. And so with that, I've been sitting and like thinking about life, obviously. And we had a session today with a speaker, and I'll talk more about that later at some point, I'm sure. But we had a session with them, and it made me think about like where I am and how I'm super thankful for my career. I'm super thankful for what I've been able to do and what I've been able to accomplish. And I'm also super thankful for the route I'm headed in. Creatively with Disgruntled Network, with all of the other things running through my head at 24/7. Very thankful for that. And I am thankful to be exhausted for the thing that I hoped for and wished for so long ago. And now that they're here, I'm thankful for them, right?
Right.
But I'm also realizing that it's okay to pivot or look in a different direction or see what's over here rather than being tunnel visioned. And so I'm thankful for that ability. And I'm leaning very hard into it today's day in life. So just wanted to put that out there. I'm thankful for everyone who supports us. I'm thankful that you feel comfortable enough to tell us these stories, to tell us your complaints, to ask for advice, to talk about what you might not talk about with everyone. And I'm thankful that we have created that space that you feel available to do so. So that's all I have to say. Let's take a break and hear a word from our sponsors, and we will be right back.
When society collapses, you'll wish you had advertised on Disgruntled. But until then, there's still time. Sponsor us.
We're back. Sorry, I had to take a second with Jill because that's my right. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start. We are going to do 4 this week.
Yeah, we are.
Yes, we're doing 4. And we'll go from there. So first I have Megan from Oceanside, California. Megan says, you know what absolutely sends me over the edge? People who walk through a doorway then immediately stop moving. Costco, Walmart, the airport, it doesn't matter. It's like they cross the threshold and suddenly remember they have free will. Congratulations, Susan. You just turned the entrance into a 4-car pileup because you needed to figure out where the bananas were. I think the best example of this is Target.
Oh, 100%. I couldn't agree with
Target. Because they have that value area
that everyone and their mama gets sucked into the moment they go into the damn door. Yep.
Yep. And do I go there? Yeah.
Yep.
Sure do.
100%. Sure do. Yeah.
But I think that's the worst place to get it. And like, it's so annoying, especially with me. Like, I come in with a mission. Like, I know where I'm supposed to go. I'm not a meandering shopper. That's not me. I have the map in my head. I know where I need to go to get what I need, right? And I know how to find the checkout quickest. So when someone comes in and just stops in the middle of the door, it's you're being unkind to the people behind you. You are subconsciously telling the people around you that you don't care about what they're doing, about where they are, what they're going through, nothing. You have made the subconscious decision to stop and impact every single person behind you.
Correct. And I have a follow-up place besides Target, Trader Joe's. I don't know who decided to put the flowers at the front of the Trader Joe's as soon as you hit the door, but that was not the place, boo-boo. It was not the place.
No.
same thing happens. Same thing.
No, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And Megan, oh my Lord, it's coming up on me. Okay, Megan, I completely agree. It's ridiculous, and it shows a lack of sympathy and a lack of respect for the other people who are living in the same world as you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you for your submission. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. And rolling up next, I've got Ashley from Wilmington, Delaware. So Ashley says, every website acts like my password is a national security threat. It needs a capital letter, a lowercase letter, a symbol, a number, one Egyptian hieroglyph, and the blood of my firstborn. And then when I finally create one that qualifies, it says you can't use a password you've already used before. Babe, I don't even remember what I had for lunch today. And I feel that, Ashley. I feel that.
Right. I have to have 15-digit passwords for work.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
right?
yeah.
15 digits. 15.
Damn.
So at this point, I'm typing a whole sentence.
Yeah, that's like more than half the alphabet. Like if we're just talking about individual characters. Yeah.
Right. And like you have to have so many numbers and so many like special characters. And so I'm not going to say that. And so you come up with creative ways to make it work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to where you remember it, one, and two, it's something other people won't come up with. But I do also think that using a phrase, like a short phrase, is so much like more secure than a word.
Oh, yeah. Or
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or like yeah.
Or the middle name and the birth date of your only child. Yeah, not a great idea. Not a great idea.
I'm trying to be very withheld on this one because I'm trying not to tell my freaking passwords, guys.
I know.
Probably wouldn't be good. Yeah. So, yeah. It is funny. I don't think I've used that as a password. But I might at some point because it is a really good password. Because nobody would put those two words together. So, for example, like dolphin pudding.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pickle cheese. Lots of options there. Yeah.
Exactly. Things that don't go together. No, exactly. What's another one?
My grandma always used, and I can say this now because she's passed, and so there's nothing to hack anymore. But her favorite one, unfortunately, was Thelma and Louise. So I don't know what that says.
I love her so much.
I know.
That's hilarious.
Yes.
Your favorite movie? That's so good, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like you could do like Spice World 2012, like or something like that, So yeah, I'm tired of the passwords, and like in my phone alone, like Apple has started doing this thing to where like it shows you how many times your password might have been compromised.
Oh, that's a number. That's a number. Well, and the most aggravating thing, at least, when I was a teacher, is there was a couple of websites that, you had to have as an educator in Arkansas, and the password had to be updated on them every 6 months. Every 6 months. And so it was this running joke that all the teachers would just change the last digit of the last number in order to keep going. Because at some point, when you've been an educator for 20 plus years and you have to change a password every 6 months, you have no idea what that number could get up to.
No, 100%. 100%. So of the 442 passwords I have saved on my phone, 316 are at a security risk.
Oh, we're cooked.
Yeah.
We're cooked.
Yikes. So,
It's a good one. Well, thank you to Ashley for making us laugh as hard as we did, because that was a good one, Ashley.
Yes, I'm very much appreciate you. We will be back after a word from our sponsors.
This ad space is currently open. Your product could be pitched here by two emotionally stable podcast hosts who definitely aren't yelling into the void. Just saying.
Fine, I'm cutting it out anyway.
No, you are not.
Okay, we're back. It's my turn. And I purposefully wanted to read this one because I think I like it. So, this is from Anonymous. They say, I know my husband is cheating on me. I haven't.
Sorry.
Yeah. I haven't confronted him because I wanted undeniable proof. But honestly, I don't even think I need it anymore. He suddenly started putting a password on his phone after 15 years. He works late every Thursday and comes home smelling like perfume that I don't own. The part that's really messing with me is I know who she's married to. She's the wife of one of his friends. Every weekend we all have dinner together and I have to sit there pretending that I don't know while they pretend they aren't sneaking around behind everybody who's sitting at that table's back. I've started taking pictures every time they're together because I know eventually one of us is going to need proof. Do I tell her what I know? Do I confront my husband first? Or do I keep waiting until I catch them red-handed?
Oh! Girl, you already caught him. What you mean?
You already caught him. There's undeniable proof at this point. Here's what I would do as Bailey Bullen, as the petty queen, right? So some of y'all might not know this reference, but if you don't, I suggest you go listen to it because it's a wonderful song and it just sets the tone, right? So here's what I would do. I would turn on Winona Judd's That Was Yesterday.
Yeah.
And it would be playing in that house. And everything that I ever bought would be gone. Every single thing. Everything. Every single thing. Or if you own the house, keep it, right? You've earned it. Because those who cook and clean, keep.
Correct.
But if you don't have any ties to them, pop it out of there. There's no need in that, right? So put that on. I wouldn't destroy the property. Don't destroy property. Don't do that because that can get you in trouble, right?
Right.
But what we do need is proof. We need proof, undeniable proof, especially if, well, one, you're married. You're going to have to prove it in a court of law for the reasoning why you're asking for a divorce, right? Two, if you have children. So if you have kids, it's going to make it a little bit more difficult because now we have to talk about custody, right?
Right.
Three, another thing that makes it really difficult is when you own property together, when you own items together, whether that be cosigner on a credit card, whether that be cosigner on a loan, whether that be a car, whether that be a house, whether that be land, whatever that is, it makes it 10 times harder. Because that property, unless agreed to, has to be split 50-50.
Yep.
Especially if it's acquired during the marriage. And if you're saying that he hadn't had a password on his phone for 15 years, it means you've been together for at least 15 years.
Yep.
And so here's the thing. I'd look into the 401k, right? I'd look into the 401k, the Social Security, all of it. All of it.
All of it.
Right? Because that's ridiculous. I think that it's a waste of your life. It's a waste of your life. It's a waste of your time staying with somebody who doesn't want to stay with you. Does it hurt in the moment? Abso-freaking-lutely. Am I saying that it won't? No, I won't. No, I'm not. Because there's going to be a time where maybe right now you're in the anger phase, right? Of grieving a marriage. Maybe you're sad. Maybe you're hurt. Maybe you're offended, right? No matter which phase you go through, you're going to have to go through all of them at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, just because he did it to you once doesn't mean that he won't do it to you again. No matter how much somebody says, I'll change, I promise, I promise, I promise. A promise without change is manipulation.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that should have been the title of the episode, but continue.
Too long. But period, a promise without change is manipulation. Do you like to be manipulated? Because I don't.
Mm-mm.
So why are you okay with that? Also, think about it like this: if you have kids, especially if you have a girl, right? If your daughter came to you and told you what you know and like what you just told us, how would you react? Would you tell her to stay with them?
Mm-hmm.
Would you
Or,
tell her to
if your best friend
ignore
came and
it?
told you that.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. Because right now, Jill and I would hide a body.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
and my thing is, good luck finding somebody as good as me.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck finding somebody as good as me, because I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to take you right back.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and let them cook, clean, and wash your dirty underwear, because I'm done. I'm done.
Because not everybody's as patient as I am, you know?
Nope.
And I'm not saying that there might not be other things that are wrong, because there probably is, because it takes two to tango. That's how it goes. That's how the dance works, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's certain lines you don't cross in a relationship. And maybe you do. Maybe you do, but that's an open discussion. That's a discussion that has to be had between two people, and you have to make sure that those two people are on the exact same page, because if they aren't, it will not end well, and it will end.
Mm-mm. And the real petty part of me tells you because I'm petty, okay? I'm petty when it comes, I ain't gonna lie, I'm petty when it comes to stuff like this. What I would do is I'd go get me a divorce attorney and I'd have him draw up everything. And then I would go and I would follow him one Thursday and just pop up with the papers wherever he was on that Thursday. And I'd be subtle about it. I'd like slide him under a door. I'd leave him in his car. I'd do something. And then that would be it. That'd be the last that he would ever hear from me. That would be it. Because you know for sure that's what he's doing. So just go ahead and I would get your attorney and go ahead and start it. Boo boo. That's what I would do.
I'd have that song on repeat playing, right? And then when he comes home, there'd be a note on the counter that says, made you some dinner, look in the oven, right? He looks in the oven, it's the divorce papers.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Eat this. I hope you choke.
Eat it. And I hope you really ingest it, and I hope it gives you really bad heartburn.
You're going to need Tums. You're going to need them.
Yeah. Oh, God. Well, Anonymous, here's my thing. You're going to have to pull the Band-Aid off at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing is, we're putting a Band-Aid over an open, gaping wound.
Nope.
It's not actually doing anything. It's not actually doing anything. It's wasting your supplies, one. And what's the point? Like, what's the point?
Too short
He's
to be
made his
unhappy.
decision. He's made his decision. Make yours. Because I can tell you right now, there's going to be someone 25 times better than him coming down the road.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes being alone is better than being with someone who's mistreating you.
Because here's the thing, guys. I can do bad all by myself.
I don't need no help.
I don't need any help. I can screw myself over 10 times better than anybody can screw me. Right?
Right.
I don't need nobody to help me.
Mm-mm. Nope.
I can do bad all by myself. So, Anonymous, leave them. Also, one more thing. I have a quick anecdote. I was watching TikTok the other day. I think on Sunday or something. But anyway, I was watching TikTok, and there was this video, and it was from a Ring camera, right? And it was this guy standing outside on his porch, and it was like dark or whatever. And he was talking about killing his wife. with his mistress, right?
Oh.
Well, what the guy didn't know is the wife repaired the Ring camera, or at least got a new one or something like that, right? And he didn't know that it worked.
I love that for her. I love that for her.
Like, detailed planning her murder. Like, detailed. And so she, like, talked through the Ring camera and was like, hey, don't know if you know, but this works now. And he, like, you could tell he was, like, shocked as shit. And she's like, premeditated murder is against the law. And she goes, and unfortunately, I have it all recorded and on video. And he's like, well, let me come in. We can explain. And she goes, no, you're not stepping foot in this house. She goes, either you can get off my porch or the police are coming in 2 to 6 minutes.
Yeah, pick which way you want to go.
He was like, you didn't call the law. And she goes, they're coming in 2 to 6 minutes. Do you want to stand right there and wait for them? Or do you want to get off my porch? And he kept, like, babbling and stuff. And here they came. The police came. And here's my question. Here's my question.
Yes.
Why can... And it's a generalization. It's not all men. It's not all straight men. It's not at all, right? But a lot of times, oftentimes, when somebody gets caught doing something they're not supposed to, why is it that the person that they are no longer infatuated with has to die?
I don't know.
Like, have an adult conversation and be like, listen, where I want my life to be and where you want your life to be, they're two different things. And I don't know if we can find a middle point where we can both actively and sufficiently support each other.
Bye. Yeah. Same goes to the last one.
That's literally
do the same thing.
That is all of the explanation you need. Because I can tell you right now, if somebody sat down and told me that sentence right there, I know where I'd be.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Me too.
Oh,
God.
Anonymous. Cut it. Get out of there. You don't need to stay there. That's not for you anymore.
Mm-mm.
Okay, Jill, last one.
Okay. Last one. I've got Nicole from Texas. And Nicole said, okay, I need to know if anyone else's family has ever done this. My grandma passed away last year, and while cleaning out her house, we found decades of birthday cards addressed to children none of us recognized. Long story short, she had another family in another state that she visited every few months for over 20 years. They thought we were the secret. We met them at the funeral. For those of you who aren't watching this and just listening, my eyes just popped out of my head, and I'm having to pick them up and scoop them back in. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Grandma now sits on the same level as that guy that's cheating on his wife.
Fortunately, yes. That's exactly
because it's a different type of cheating. It's a different type of cheating. And, like, this is the thing. This is the thing, guys. These generational secrets and these generational curses and things like that. Everybody thinks that if we just don't talk about it and if we keep it on the back burner, nobody knows about it, all those kinds of things, right? That it'll all be okay. No, it won't.
It's never okay.
Because eventually it will naturally come to the surface. Naturally. Right? And so then people are going to start connecting dots. And when little Tommy's birthday card's sitting there and little Tommy showed up to the funeral, and that birthday card said, I love you, Mom. And little Tommy's crying like his mama just died. Little Tommy's mama is my mama. Little Tommy is my brother.
You can't hide stuff anymore like that anymore. No. The internet is too vast. There's too many places that you are discoverable. That's not you are gonna be found out.
I do think I truly think you're onto something with that. Because, like, think about it. How many serial killers have we had lately?
Yeah.
Okay. One, if one person kills somebody and gets away with it, right? One time, okay, cool. The odds of them getting away with it more than once in today's day and age of technology, forensics, like all of those types of things, it's slim to none.
Yeah.
It's slim to none. Unless they're choosing to go after like people who are off grid or not on the radars of society, which is sad. That's ridiculous. You know? So it's crazy. You can't hide anything anymore in the digital age. You can't.
No,
You
it's gonna
can't.
come out. You send off one DNA test and everybody gonna know who Lil Johnny's mama is, you know? Like
Exactly. Exactly.
Like,
And like it's so interesting. It's so interesting to me because like think about it back in the day. Like back in the 70s and 80s, how many serial killers have we heard of?
yeah.
Yeah. And like think about how many people who have cheated for years and have like have gotten away with it, right?
Yeah, because their spouse couldn't use their phone to track their location. Yeah.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. And so my thing is, if you don't want to be with somebody, don't be with them. Right? If you
go ahead and tell them about your secret family because it's going to come out and it better come out of your mouth and not at your funeral. I'm so sorry.
And I feel bad because like Nicole and her side of the family will never have any type of closure. None. They will not have any type of closure with this.
Because sometimes
because it died.
It hurts worse, not necessarily to know, but to never get to sit down and ask that person those questions and to get those answers. It hurts worse.
Yeah. And I think that's the problem with generational secrets. The reason why they're generational secrets is because nobody wanted to have a hard conversation. Right? No one wanted to have this hard conversation of, hey, back in the 30s, I slept with a farmhand. And out popped little Tommy. You know?
And oh, God, you had to.
But here's my question.
Okay.
Was little Tommy the first child? Because somebody has to realize Mama's looking a little bit bigger today. Nicole, I am so sorry to make a joke of your generational trauma that you have just unpacked, but you submitted it. Oh my God. Nicole, I hope you can find a way to find closure, and I hope that in whatever way that may be, I hope that you find what you're looking for. And do know that just because there's this secret and this thing that has been revealed, your memories still remain. The person that you did know is still that person. There's just other pieces and parts of them that you didn't see. So, yeah. I hate that.
I do. I need to tell one story. I want to close with one story here, and it kind of has to do with Nicole. So, my father was married before my mother. So he had one wife before my mother.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I didn't know that. Okay, interesting.
And so I think I was like 5 or 6, so old enough to know better. But I remember because my dad's ex-wife's parents lived up the street from us.
Okay.
Yeah, his ex-mother and father-in-law lived up the street from us on the same street, about 3 blocks down from where we lived. So I remember walking, me and my mom used to walk down the road a lot just to like get exercise and just like, she wanted to entertain a 5-year-old.
I know what the hell she was walking for.
Yeah.
She was walking to see if that bitch was at the house.
So I remember they sat on the front porch all of the time and would always wave to me when I went by. And one day I remember walking and I waved back and my mom was like, oh my, rolling her eyes. And I was like, why do they always wave at me? Like, who are they? And she was like, that's your dad's first wife's parents. And I was like, oh. And so then in my little childhood brain, I go, oh, so dad was married before you? Yeah. I said, oh, then you're not my mom. I was like, what? My mom was like, what? I was like, dad's first wife is my mom. You're my stepmom. She was like, no.
She's like, honey, I have the scar to prove it.
Yeah, that's exactly. She lifted up and showed her C-section. So I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And so I still remember this being to my day about, it's mortifying to me that I've asked my mother if she was my stepmother before. I am not little Johnny, unfortunately. So
listen, sometimes you have to choose whether to be pretty or smart. You can't be pretty and smart at the same time.
No. And so I was really cute when I was a kid. And so I transitioned from no brains to brains. Thank God.
I lost my looks. My looks along the way.
Yeah, I did. I got my dad's forehead. So, with that as you will.
Oh, that's funny. Funny.
I had to end.
All right. I will go ahead and wrap up. Jill has a movie date to get to with her mama. So I will wrap up. Which movie are you seeing? Yeah, your stepmom.
We are seeing the new one.
You're gonna watch Toy Story again.
No, I have seen that one. My mother only watches scary movies and horror movies.
Oh,
so,
God.
We're late on the train here because it's almost out of theaters, but we're going to go see Obsession.
Okay. Let me know.
I will.
All right. Well, that has been episode 48, 49. Holy crap. Give me a second.
Oh, God.
48.
That's so close to
48.
52. Yeah.
Episode 48. We appreciate you being here. We thank you for your time. Thank you for spending almost a year with us.
Yeah.
Big thank you. A big thank you to that one because you didn't have to, although we very much appreciate you doing so. So, wanted to say thank you. Thank you to the listeners. Thank you to the people who have subscribed, who have sent in your complaints. Keep doing so. You can do so at www.disgruntlednetwork.org. You can also, on that website, you can find literally 55 places to click and see and submit a complaint. What else? We also have social media. Shocker, right? So in order to find that, you can go to our link tree. I put it up right here. You can go there and you can find all of our social media accounts. We are available for submissions within there as well. You can DM us. That's fine. Slide on in. Another way you can submit, you can call us at 479-222-1251. I really need to freaking check that. Hold on. I need to write a note in time. Check
voicemails.
Voicemail. Okay. So, call us. That's fine. You might not hear it for about a year, but give it a shot. So, yeah, do that. Video episodes live on Spotify and YouTube. You can find our merch at www.disgruntled.shop. That is still there. Might be doing a 1-year release. That's interesting. That'd be something that would be fun.
Oh, yeah.
So, thinking about that in my ever circling brain. So, but yeah, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Come back next week. We will be sure to have something for you to laugh at. So, Thank you. Have a good week. And
have a good weekend. Bye.
Bye.
This has been a Disgruntled Network multimedia production.
Created by people with a lot of opinions and just enough time to share them.
Executive produced by Jillian Johnson and Bailey Bolin.
If you liked what you heard, don't forget to scream into the void or, leave us a review.